In the early hours of a quiet morning, the land of Colombia stood still, unaware of the immense power shifting beneath its surface. Suddenly, the silence was shattered. The ground began to ripple as a massive 7.4 magnitude earthquake tore through the region. Windows vibrated until they burst, and the rhythm of daily life was replaced by the roar of shifting earth and falling concrete. Colossal structures that stood for decades succumbed to the force, sending clouds of dust into the atmosphere. This is Colombia in massive destruction, a documenting of a landscape transformed by nature's most violent expression. As the dust settled, the human cause began to emerge. The cities of Coli and Pereira became the epicenters of grief. Official reports confirmed a devastating toll, 175 lives lost, with families waiting for news across the nation. In Coli alone, 85 deaths were recorded. In Pereira, another 55 were confirmed as search efforts intensify. The heartbreak is deepened by the unknown. 188 people remain missing beneath the remains of 20 collapsed buildings. Residents joined the front lines, clearing heavy concrete by hand, driven by the desperate hope of finding survivors in the densely populated blocks. The origin of this disaster lay near San Jose del Palma, in the rugged Chaco region, where the Earth's crust fractured. 21 significant aftershocks followed the main quake, each one a terrifying reminder that the danger had not yet passed. Infrastructure across the western provinces was crippled. Roads were severed, and vital aqueducts were torn apart, cutting off water to thousands. Transportation ground to a halt as 7 airports, including the hubs in Coli and Pereira, were forced to close due to runway damage. The closure of these airports severely limited the arrival of air aid, forcing relief teams to find dangerous alternative routes. Yet, amidst the chaos, resilience took hold. In Coli's hospitals, staff worked under a red alert to save the most vulnerable. Doctors and nurses relocated patients from damaged wings, continuing life-saving treatments in hallways and temporary shelters. High above Pereira, a dramatic rescue unfolded. 16 people were trapped for 6 hours in an aerial tram gondola. Specialized teams scaled the cables, performing a daring high-altitude operation to reach the stranded passengers. In the remote Chaco region, Governor Torres trekked through isolated communities, assessing the toll on rural families cut off by landslides. At the disaster sites, the silence protocol was enacted. Everything stopped as rescuers listened for the faintest sound of life. The international community answered the call. A bridge of aid formed, led by a $15.5 million US emergency package. Food, shelter, and structural experts arrived to bolster the recovery, joining hands with local neighbours in the relief efforts. This tragedy echoes the 1999 Coffee Axis quake. While history repeats its challenges, the 2026 response shows a new level of unity. President Abelardo Dias-Briela continues to oversee the emergency committee, ensuring every resource reaches the isolated mountains. As the sun sets over a wounded nation, the search for the missing continues. The road to recovery is long, but the spirit of Colombia remains unbroken.